everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Angelica here. If you're new, then come in, have a seat, have several seats. And if you're not new, thank you for having me once again all up on your screen. It is not even warm in the slightest, but the sun is shining so bright and so fiercely. I think it wants us to know that it's present right now. This is a long anticipated video on how I managed to secure 30 internships by the age of 21 in over 10 industries. I don't think you can quantify your achievements when it comes to gaining work experience. I think it's a qualitative exercise, but for people who do know me and have actually followed my journey for like a few years, they are always interested to know, like, how did you manage to do all of this? So I thought, why not make a video? I'm not going to recount every single work experience program I've done, but from the top of my head, I have interned in Nigeria in the government of Ekiti State. I have interned in Parliament. I've interned in investment banking, so Goldman Sachs, BlackRock, Barclays, investment banking. I've interned in law, both on the barrister side, at chambers like Fountain Court Chambers and One Chancery Lane, but also on the solicitor side. So I've interned in American and Magic Circle law firms and Silver Circle law firms as well. And I have work experience from retail and customer service, so somewhere like Premier Inn, All Bar One, O2 Telefonica, British Airways. I've been on a program with McKinsey as well, so that was like a residential program run by McKinsey, known as the Leadership Academy. I've seen real estate as well through Segro. I've seen insurance at somewhere like Simply Business, ITB and Harlequins Rugby Club. This is not necessarily a video about how you can also diversify your work experience portfolio, rather it's about how you can maximize opportunities. First step in all of this was to build my extracurricular activities. So before I even got work experience in a structured setting, I had some extracurricular, being involved in my youth council, being involved in a theatre group in my area. I was in a musical group which has over 1 million views on YouTube, volunteering at the Dagenham Food Bank. So these are ways that I built my extracurriculars. To get work experience is funny because you actually kind of need work experience in order to get work experience, but there's a way you can find a loophole. It's by having extracurriculars. So if you're going on summer schools, that's a super curricular activity. If you are volunteering, you can extract skills from those experiences that you can use as transitional evidence of your capability to get work experience. So when you do submit your CV for an internship, even though you've never worked, you have something on your CV already. That's impressive, even if it's not an actual job. Have an open mind. So my first ever work experience, I'm always proud to say this, it was at British Airways, customer service team, but obviously I got to board people onto the planes. I met almost every pilot I could meet during my time. They let me take pictures in the cockpit. It was so cool, and I applied just by myself. Like, I just googled online work experience, and then I came across the post on Student Ladder about the work experience program, and I was very clear that, you know what, I'm actually interested in law. I think I said that in the interview, and I still have my interviewer now, like, on LinkedIn. Since that time, like all the way back in 2013, we had that interview. It's been 7 years, so I might actually reach out to him and have a catch up. So be open-minded. I've done so many different work experiences that, funnily enough, gave me skills that are relevant for other internships that I did, or just built my network to the point that I have such a supportive network of people who root for me even if I don't end up going into that same industry. The city is way more connected than people realize. They might know someone that might be useful to you in the future, so be open-minded. One thing I did well is that I utilized organizations that literally existed to helped me. So organisations like SEO London, I was an SEO scholar, organisations like the Sutton Trust as well, Into University, there's so many of those. I actually have a page on my website dedicated to listing all the organisations that exist that literally you can get so many work experience programs, and even if they don't give it to you, they can help you to learn how to apply for it, and they just make you more aware of what's out there. They taught me how to make a good CV, they taught me how to write a good cover letter, and so that definitely had a direct effect on my ability to secure work experience. And some of these programs themselves already had like a 1 week work experience already included in the program. I planned way ahead, so this is something that I always want to stress. You can plan, especially as a student, you know your schedule, you know what's going to come up, you know, okay, term ends this time, we have Christmas break, Easter break, we have summer holidays. From like a year before, a year and a half, I'm already considering what am I going to do in the summer coming. Look at people above you and see what they did. That doesn't make any sense. Look at what they've done and like gauge, like, okay, she's in university, you might be in year 12, but you can see someone who's in university, you can see the program that person has done, so that you already know in advance, okay, this is what I'm going to do when I get to that stage. The final thing I did is that I maximized my opportunity. Whenever I got an opportunity, I made sure I made the best impression that I could. So through this, I was able to get more opportunities from the initial opportunity. So for instance, I interned at Eversheds in 2015 April, and after interning at Eversheds, they offered me a position on a 4-year mentorship and scholarship program with the firm because I did well on the actual work experience week. Another example was I interned at Clifford Chance, and off of the back of that I secured another internship. That was the one that involved Simply Business and ITV, and that was a legal work experience. Clifford Chance was the one that recommended people to go onto the program at another firm. But don't look at your internships as like one opportunity. Like, don't think of it like, oh, it's just 1 week, once I'm there I'm done. Like, it can literally spill into like so many more opportunities later on in life. Even right now, like, I've been invited to like feature in articles and publications and promote firms and be an ambassador for firms because I took part on some programs in the past. Some of them were long work experiences, some of them were like 1 week, some of them were like, the longest work experience I've secured has been a 10-week long internship, but for the most part I try to like make sure things don't clash. Sometimes things go out of plan, but yeah, most of the time nothing clashes because I consider everything from way in advance. So I feel sharpened, I feel cultivated, I feel like I have been made ready. That sounds like kind of like very serious, but like genuinely I feel like I have been like designed through all the experiences I've been to be like the best version I can be. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a comment if you have any questions. Don't forget to connect with me on my other social media channels, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!